Teacher, will you solve anything today or just explanation?
I just solved 2 or 3 questions and I will start a new lesson.
Your lesson, right, teacher?
Yes. Now, all of you, please open your book, page 34. I will repeat number 3. Here, what do we have? We have 2m plus 6 times 2 over 3 minus m. I need now to simplify an expression. So first, what do we have to do? We have 2m, keep it as it is, plus grade 7. Then I will multiply, or I will distribute 6 into 2 over 3. What's this, ya Julie? And 6 into negative m. So then 6 times 2 over 3 minus 6 times m. That's it only. Then 2m plus 6 times 2, it's 12. Divide by 3, it's 4. Minus 6m. Now then, here what do we have? 2m, 4, and negative 6m. We have 3 terms. This is the first term, this is the second term, and this is the last term. Now then, before I continue, did you remember now when we have like 2 plus 4 minus 6? What did you do first? You can add first or subtract. They have the same priority. Or you can say first 4 minus 6, it's negative 2. Then you add 2, and then you get 0. Or you can say 2 plus 4 is 6, minus 6 is 0. Like, if you have now like 2 minus 6 plus 4. Now, how will you solve it? You can say 2 minus 6, which is negative 4. Yes. 2 minus 6, which is negative 4, plus 4 is 0. Or can you do? You can say, but here you must take the sign of 6 if you first want to add. You have to say negative 6 plus 4, which is negative 2. Then you will add 2 to it. What do I mean? I mean like if you take a number, you must take its sign. Here we will do the same. If I took any term, I must take its sign. So when I want to combine them together, I will say 2m minus 6m on the side and 4 on the other side. So 2m minus 6m
That's one we have 3, 4.
So if I want to combine them now, I will say 2m minus 6m plus 4. Now 2m minus 6m, negative 4. 2 minus 6, it's not 6 minus 2, small minus big. So negative 4m plus 4. This is now I simplify the expression. Now the next step, what I have to do now, I have to replace m with 4. What do I mean by replace or by substitute? I just search, where is m? This is m. I will remove m and put 4 in it.
So this is 44.
Then I will multiply. Negative 4 times 4, negative 16 plus 4, negative 12.
Teacher, so we have 44.
Where 44? Negative 4 times 4. Negative 4 times 4. Here you multiply negative 4 by 4, and negative 16. You multiply
Okay, 16.
negative 16 plus 4.
We need because different signs.
Different sign, you subtract them, 12, and the sign of the greatest number, which is negative. Yeah, miss, this is adding integer. How should I repeat it? Maria, Mama, negative 16 plus 4. How will you solve it? Tell me. How will you find the answer? Why?
How are we gonna plus and here the answer is 12?
If we have, miss, what is the sign of this one? Positive. And here, negative. When we add negative and positive, and the sign is different, what you have to do? Subtract. Now, next lesson, if you ask me about integer, I will get you outside. Yeah, miss, I'm sorry, Angel. I know this is, we have 1 month. I'm only with you 1 month, and really, every time I repeat how I add integers. So please study it at home.
Now, the answer is 4m next to 4m. Then that must be 4 this one.
You took it, by the way, in grade 6. Revise grade 6. You missed it from here. Yeah, now go open your book, page 35. Yalla, grade 7. Page 35. Simplify each expression. 8 times 3x plus 4 minus 20. Noura, Noura, please, when you are available, come to my office. I will repeat how I add integers to you. Okay? Now, 8 times 3x plus 4 times 20. How I will simplify them? I must distribute 8 by the 2 terms because 8 is multiplied by them. So what do I have now? 8 times 3x plus 8 times 4 minus 20. Then, get it now? Don't say, teacher, no, why? 8 times 3x, 24x. Bravo. 8 times 4, 32. Minus 20. Now then, where are my terms? We have 24x, positive 32, and negative 20. I need now to combine the like terms. 24x. Do I have a like term here? No. So keep it as 24x. 32 minus 20. They are constant. Can I combine them?
Yes.
Why not? Yes. 30. Bravo. 32 minus 20. 12. So this is 24x minus 12. Now, number 11. What do we have here? We have 4 times 5x plus 1. What do you have to do first?
We first distribute the 4, 5x, and 4, what's this number 1?
1. Bravo. So 4 times 5x plus 4 times 1. Then minus what? 3x. Now then, 4 times 5x, 20x, plus 4 times 1, 4. Amwaj, are you with us? Minus what? Minus 3x. Now, do we have any like terms? Yes. We will now combine them together. Now, yalla. 20x minus 3x, 17x. 20 minus 3, 17x. And do I have any coefficient or any constant here? No. So keep it as plus 4.
So teacher, this is the answer. The number is
Yes, that's it. 24x minus 12. That's that.
So now if they give us what x equal, we can solve.
No. This is an expression. If you have any expression, just simplify it. And the next lesson, we're going to talk about equation. Equation, we will solve it. Solve the equation, simplify the expression. Yes?
Number 10.
20 or 12? 32 minus 20, 12.
The teacher, we will just multiply 4 by 5.
Yeah. أيوة هي.
Then we will multiply 4 by 1.
أيوة yes. distribute.
4 minus 3.
Then this is minus 3x.
So teacher, like first thing you multiply these two, then the answer of these two will be multiplied by these two, and then the answer of these two will multiply.
No, multiplied 4 by 3x, by 5x, sorry, I get 20x. 4 by 1, I get this one,
Yeah.
then I get negative 3x as it is.
Yeah, and that's
This, okay, big difference. Which one? 20 minus, which we have here, circle the terms. Then see, where are the like terms? They are this one and this one. Any like terms? Like terms, they have the same variable, the same exponent. Yeah, yes, you get 20. Then 20 minus 3, 17x. Because they are like terms.
they're like each other.
Like terms, what do I mean by like terms? Same variables.
Teacher, so because it's an equation and it doesn't have equal sign, you just simplify it. But I need expression.
They have like terms. Yes, yes. Now let's solve number 15.
Teacher, but still.
They have the same idea. I will solve the hard one. It will be easy. Now here, negative 7 times x minus 5 minus 3 times 4 minus 5x. Now all of you, please, you have to remember the positive, negative, add them, multiply them. Yeah, here, negative 7, what you have to do here? Here, we have to multiply negative 7 by each side, or negative 3 by each side. Now, negative 7.
Negative 7 by x is going to be.
Look, please, grade 7, don't write anything. Just keep your eyes on the board. Here, what do we have? Negative 7 times x minus 3, negative minus 3 times 4, 5, sorry. 4 minus 5x. Yeah, now, what you have to do here? We have to multiply negative 7 by x and a grade 7, please don't write. Don't write here. And negative 7 times negative 5. Negative 7 times x, negative 7x. Or negative 7 times negative 5, positive 35. This is the first step. Then I will multiply negative 3 by 4 or negative 3 by negative 5x. Negative 3 by 4. Bravo, negative 12. Or negative 3 times negative 5x. Positive 15x. Thank you. What did you say? Positive 15x. Okay? Now, the next. I will circle now. Yes, sir. I want. Negative 7 this. It's not this one. I saw 15.
That's why I'm confused. X is not negative 3. Negative 3 times 5. How it equals negative 12? Why it's not 12?
Because negative times positive is negative. Right, then I need now to combine the like terms. What are the like terms? Negative 7x. What is the next like term? Or what is the term that's like it? Positive 15x. Is it right?
Yeah.
This one and this one. When I combine them, negative 7 plus 15.
Negative 2.
No.
It will be different signs. It will be subtraction.
Aywa, then Subtract what?
Negative 8.
Negative or positive?
Negative. No, positive.
Positive 8x. Bravo. Positive 8x. Now, I will then combine this one and this one. 35 minus 12, because they are constant, there's no x. They are the constant. So I just subtract them. Combine the like terms.
7 minus.
Negative 7 plus 15. Yes. What is the sign of 15? Plus. Because here we have different sign, yeah, Maria.
Okay.
I subtract them and I take the greater sign. If we have different sign, you have to subtract. Now then, 35 minus 12, 30. Sorry, 23. Now then, we just write them together. So then now rewrite it as 8x plus 20. Why keep changing, Mama? There's no subtraction here. 8x plus 23. Yes.
I didn't take all of this.
My dad loves algebra because it's easy.
Easy?
Now, do you have any question?
Yeah. No, let's go to the next lesson and add and subtract the same number for the
Right. Now, let's go to the next lesson now.
This lesson that I will take now, I explain it in my old script.
Now, let's go. Yeah. Now, let's go to module 2, lesson 2. Write and solve equations. This lesson here, we will remember the properties of equality and the distributive property to solve an equation. Here, so what do we have? We have an equation. That's an expression. In the first lesson, we have an expression. We need to simplify it. Now, this lesson, we have an equation and we need to solve it. In this lesson now, we will remember the properties of equality. That we already took it in grade 6. And we will solve the equations by the distributive property, and we will solve the equations if we have variables on both sides. Now, let's talk about the properties of equality. But before that, let's remember what is an equation. I told you now before that an equation, it has a variable, constant, and equal sign. This is an equation. So equation, it has simple equal. When you have an equation, you must solve it. What do I mean by solve it? Find the value of the variable. Find x, find y, find n, find p, and so on. This is what now, this is an equation. Now, let's remember, let's start with the addition property of the equality. What do I mean by it? I mean like if you have 2 in both sides, okay? And all of us know that 2 is equal to, okay? If you add 5 to the both sides, it's like balance, okay? If you add 5 to the both sides, did it change the value? Still, they are equal. So this is the property of an addition. That means if you know that A is B, or A equals B, so if you add C to the both sides, it doesn't matter. They are equal. It will not change. Yes. Okay. Here, example. Okay, you can. Here, as an example, we have this one. X minus 2 equals 3. Okay? So, as we know before, we say that if we have two equal signs, if I add something to the left, and then I add something to the right, they are still equal, as we did here and as we did here. So if I add +2 to the both sides, I will get the same answer. And as an example, I have orange here, orange here. If I add 2 apples here and 2 apples here, they are still the same.
But even if you switch the equation to the opposite of the 5 plus 2 equals 2 plus
Miss, if you have 2, they are equal to. Which 2 is 2? If you add 5 here and you add 5 here, are they still equal or no?
Yes.
That's it. So if you have x minus 2 equals 3, this part is equal to this part. If you add here 2 and you add here 2, they are still equal. Now, the next one here, subtraction. If you have 7 equals 7, you subtract 5 from both sides. We have 2 equals 2 now. Are they still equal? Yes. So subtracting the same number from both sides, you still have they are still equal. We have to do the same in algebra. If we have x plus 4 equals 1 or -1, if you subtract -4 from here and -4 from the right, they are still equal, as we did in the numbers. Maria, wake up. Now, the third one, multiplication property of inequality. What do I mean by it? If you have here is 2 and here is 2, they are equal. You multiply the first one by 5 and the second one by 5. You multiply them by the same number. By the way, you must multiply them by the same number. If they are not the same, you will make a change. So you must multiply them by the same number. So 2 times 5, 10. 2 times 5, 10. Are they still equal? Yes. So if I have x over 3 equals 2, okay? If I multiply 3 by both sides, they're still equal. And this is just an remind you to solve the equation. And next one, after I give you an examples, you will understand what do I mean by these properties. The last one here. If I have A equals B, and I divide A by 2, and I divide by B by 2, they are still equal. Let's now start, let's remember, what did we do in grade 6? I taught in grade 6. Now, this one here. Look at me now, please, all of you, how we will, I'll remind you now, how we will solve x minus 10 equals 4. Now, some of you said, teacher, when I subtract, when I add, when I divide, when I multiply, the first thing, look at this equation here. By the way, this is an equation because I have a variable and a term and equal on the second side. Now then, where is my variable? Yanura, where is my variable here? It's x. Now, ask x, what happened to you? Did you add it to a number, or you subtracted from a number, or multiplied or divide? Subtracted. Gone? So then, she told me that I subtract x minus 10. Okay, so x minus 10. And now, what is the opposite of subtraction? Addition. Addition. Add what? I want to solve x. I want to keep x on side and the other, or the numbers on the other side. So if I want to keep x only, what should I add to here? 10. Because x is subtracted from 10. So x is subtracted from 10. I should add 10 to this side in order to keep x alone. Okay? Now, for the properties of equality that I told you before, that if I add 10 to the right balance, I should add 10 to the next side. Okay, now if we add here orange, I must add here orange. So here, if I add 10 here, I must add 10 to the second side. Then x, negative 10 plus 10 cancel each other. And 4 plus 10 is 40. So this is a solution of x.
Teacher, we could just like say 10 plus 4, which is equal to 14.
So and just hit the okay, this is your topic in grade 6. Yeah, now let's go to the second one here. What do we have? X is added to 7 and they are equal 9. So I will ask X, what happened to you? She told me that I'm added to 7. Is it right? I'm added to 7. What is the opposite of addition? Subtraction. Minus what? Minus 7. And then here what? Also minus 7, because if I took apple from the first hand, we must take apple from the second hand. Then here what do we have? Just a minute, please. Now then, x, positive 7 minus 7, since they are the same value, opposite sign, they cancel each other. Bravo. And then 9 minus 7, 2. So what's the value of x now? Is 2. Let's check our answer. We said that x plus 7 is 9. So if we replace x now with 2, do we get the same answer?
Yes.
It's hot, صراحة. So now here, what I have to put now? 2. So if I replace 2 here, instead of x, like what I did in the first example, did I get 9?
Yes.
Yalla, 2 plus 7, 9. Is 9 equal 9? Yes, so my solution is correct. Did you remember that now?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah, yes.
Rather than all of that, we can just do this operation.
Yeah, but I just
Like
remind you.
We can just do 9 minus 7 is 2. So it's 38.
But next time you have 3x plus 7 equals 9. You have to do these steps.
So if we want to be sure of we'll check 2, then we'll do the same thing.
Replace.
With x.
Yes.
But first thing, how do we get the 2?
Oh, here. 9 minus 7, 2.
So we only minus 9 and 7.
Yes. Yes.
No, I don't think so.
Yalla, grade 7. So you open the OC. What's the problem?
It's hot. It's hot.
والله وأنا كم. So hot.
Because the x is not on the head. Why on head? Because the x is already.
10.
No, you did it.
Today. Here. Sunday, October 10. Yeah. Now, the third one. Now look at me here. What is the variable? K. No. K. Now what happened with K? Is it multiplied or divided? Divided. What is the opposite of division? Multiplication. Now K is divided by what? Negative 5. So we say that the opposite of division is multiplication. So let's say here, negative 4 equals K over negative 5. So multiplication. Multiply by what? What is the number that K is divided by? Negative 5. So I will multiply negative 5 by the both sides. As we said in the multiplication equality, if I multiply number on the left hand and multiply the same number on the right hand, the equation will not affect. I will still the same.
Which side, the K and the
Now, which side I will search? Where's my variable? My variable is K. So I'm going to work on the side that is my variable will be here. Now then, negative 5 and negative 5, they cancel each other. So I have K only equals. Negative 5 times negative 4, positive 20. Is it right? Yes? صح, yes. So what's the value of k now? 20. أيوة, yes.
The answer is 20.
Yes, positive 20. Now the last one. 7x is 56. What happened with x here? It's multiplied by what, yeah, Julie?
By 7.
I want her to answer. Do you?
7 is x.
أيوة, multiplied by what?
By
X multiplied by 56.
but by equal. Teacher, can I say 7?
By 7. So x is multiplied by 7. Now what's the opposite of multiplication, ya Maria? Division. So I need to multiply x by what? Divide x by?
By x by 7.
And here, if I divide the right hand, what did I multiply here? The left hand by what? If you divide this side here by 7, what you have to divide this part by what? By 7 too. If you divide this part by 7, you will divide this. Miss, here, did you understand this one? So here is the same. If you divide the first part by 7, you must divide the second part by 7.
Teacher, they put the perfumes and it's now ew. So I just want to understand. Now they opened the AC and now they open the
Because of the perfume.
how teacher and they didn't put perfume. We were able to.
Miss, you are not, by the way, you are not here. Yeah, you are not the only student in this class. So we put you put a special perfume. You
Teacher,
ask
like,
her, is it nice?
Teacher, some girls are
طب يلا now. Now then, so x multiplied by 7. If I divide this part by 7, I should divide this side by 7. Oh, okay. Then 7 cancel 7. So we have x now. 56 over 7, 8. So what's the value of x? It's 8.
So teacher, we should only multiply 8 by 7.
Yes, if you want to check your answer. Because next time you will see why we عملنا العجقة هاي كلها. If you want to check your answer, yes. It must give you 56. And you just replace x with 8, yeah, grade 7. No, we will divide 56 by 7 to get it. Do you have any question now?
No.
Yes.
When I ask a question, you're shouting.
Yes, that's great.
How is 5? Because it's going to be opposite from 5.
No, yeah, Mama. This is divided by negative 5, multiplied by negative 5. When you have 1 over 4, multiplied by 4. مش 4 cancel 4? طب how? مش 1 times 4 is 4 over 4, it is 1. Here it is the same. It will be like negative 5k over negative 5. They cancel each other. Yes. What is لا wait. Next step.
It will be 3, right? Just divide 56 by 7.
Yes.
And then we get
To get 8. Yes. Divide 7 by 7. We divide 7 by both sides.
7 by 7 later. Then 1. So 7 by 7. Then
Yes.
What will we do with it? We'll add it at the end.
No, Miss, we didn't add it. And what do we have? 7 times x. I divide 7 by this part and 7 onto this part. Nada! Then 7 over 7 is cancelled. We have x, and 56 over 7 is 8.
So we divide 7 by 7 and we not use the
Yes.
answer, right?
Now, خلاص, it's already cancelled because you multiply it by opposite operation and same number, so it will be simple. It will be cancelled. Now, all of you, please open your book, page 42. No, I just explain page. I go to the check understanding. I solve one question. I will go back. Okay, like this. Now, here we have two equations. I want to check which two of them are equivalent. Yeah. Now look at the first one. What do we have here? All of these now look at me. The first one, what do we have? 2x plus 7 equals 1. 2x plus 7 equals 1. Now, look at me here. Where's my variable? It's 2x. Oh, x. Okay. It's added to what? To 7. Now, the first one, when I want to solve x, first cancel addition with subtraction, then multiplication with division. So here, plus 7. What is the opposite of plus 7? Negative 7.
How teacher 2 plus 7 is 1?
This is an equation. Got it now? Let's speak. 7 minus 7, it's cancelled. So now here what do we have? 2x, 1 minus 7. 1 minus 7, negative 6. Thank you. So now 2x is negative 6. Now then, where is my x? It's multiplied by what? By 2. It's 2. Here. X is multiplied by 2. I want only x. I don't want 2x. If I need to solve x, I must have the coefficient is 1. So I must divide here by what? By 2. And here by 2. Then x is equal to negative 6 over 2, negative 3. So here what do we have? We have two steps. The first one, we should add 7 to the both sides because I have an 2x is added to 7. So I have 2x is negative 6. And then since x is multiplied by 2, I need x only. So I must divide the both sides by what? By 2. So here what is my answer is x is negative 3. Now tomorrow we will solve this one. And this one is already solved, and we will see which are equivalent.
It is 2. This one.
Do you have any question?
No. When you were next level, how did you even understand what's that? She was smart, so like that's